Welcome to a Recipe Reborn featuring your favorite foods from Final Fantasy XIV. Hello, my name is Lemon Drop and I recreate dishes as close as I can to the in-game recipe, description, and thumbnail. If you're into 14 and food, please subscribe and click the bell for a new episode every Tuesday. Today I am making Ovim Cordon Bleu. Now, in case none of these words sound familiar, I'll break it down for you. In the game, an ovim is a goat-like creature that lives in the mountains of Amarang. Cordon Bleu is French for blue ribbon and represents the method of preparing meat stuffed with cheese that is breaded and then fried. Cordon Bleu is a Swiss variation on schnitzel, which is a breaded and fried cutlet of meat originating in Austria. Schnitzel is often accompanied by many side dishes, which are represented in the thumbnail. I couldn't tell what the green stuff was on the side, so I decided to make mixed spinach sauté. So I'm doing 2 Final Fantasy XIV recipes today. Starting with sliced beets, I'm boiling them and then pickling them in brine. Aside from the color, I decided to do beets instead of cabbage because I only need to feed 2 people, but if you're planning to feed a larger group, a braised red cabbage will yield more servings and give you that traditional spread. I put the beets in the vinegar and then dissolve the salt and sugar in water before mixing it in. I let this sit overnight, but if you don't have that much time, even 30 minutes will give you good flavor and color. I couldn't find goat, so I went with lamb. This is a shoulder chop, which I'm flattening with my rolling pin. You can see that there are a couple of bones I had to remove that resulted in holes, but I filled them with meat that I cut away from those bones. I'm seasoning both sides to prepare it for stuffing and rolling. To keep within the Alpine theme, I'm using Swiss cheese as well as goat's milk cream cheese, so I was still able to get that goaty flavor. Both the lamb and the goat's milk cream cheese are from a local farm where their livestock are raised on pastures, so I'm sure this is going to taste amazing. I'm rolling this up tight and wrapping it in plastic, making sure to squeeze out all the air. I'm tying it up and letting it cool in the refrigerator so it holds its shape during the breading process. I'm getting my breading station prepared by seasoning the flour and the breadcrumbs. I'm using panko because I had some left over from the sandwich basket episode, and I think they're just better than the average breadcrumbs. I'm also adding a little cheese because you can never have too much cheese. Alright, now I'm ready to flour, dip, and dredge. Since the description says this is pan-fried, I'm shallow frying in my cast iron pan. Another more convenient method would be to toast the breadcrumbs before breading the lamb and then baking it. But I gotta stay true to the game, so I'm frying. This is looking nice and brown, but the internal temperature didn't quite make it, so I am baking this until it comes up to 145 Fahrenheit or 63 Celsius for medium rare. While I wait for the lamb, I'm preparing the spinach. A little butter, pepper, and vinegar, give it a toss, and that's it. This is a super quick and easy side. Alright, time to get everything on the plate. Here are my pickled beets, and I've got some boiled potatoes and sliced tomatoes. For garnishes, I've got a little parsley and a slice of lemon. And lastly, the spinach. So how did this turn out? Amazing! This tasted so good I struggled to resist eating it before taking all the photos. The crunchy breading, the tender meat, and the cheese are a joy to eat. Together they are pretty rich, which is why they balance so well with the pickles, tomatoes, and spinach. This is also a feast for the eyes. We have a veritable rainbow of colors to look at while eating this. Just look at that beet, it looks unreal. If you want to give any of these a try, the full recipe and instructions are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week for a special Final Fantasy XIV anniversary episode to celebrate the Rising.